Hi guys, it's Bathsheba. Welcome to my closet. Literally, my closet. This is my confessional. You're gonna learn a lot about me here, whether you want to hear about it or not. Anywho, yeah, so I am in my closet because it is quiet and I can record from here and it's soundproof and we can get up close and personal here. Working on setting up a personal area where I can do my recording when I working on a new program, a panel of 4, which will be coming up in February. You might have to stay tuned for that. So I am currently working on my space, not that space, but my space, my closet. Just think of all the great things that we get to talk about. All the great things that you get to find out about me, yours truly. All the bad things, starting with me and no makeup. Yeah, so this was very unofficial on this, but I haven't posted anything in a really long time, and you've not been able to see me for me. So I plan on being able to do this a little bit more often and keep it a little bit more personable. Now, my channel is going to be focused still on random cat videos. I'm going to have probably some turduckens. I have turduckens. I just realized I have turduckens. Don't tell them I said that, because I still haven't figured out how to stuff one into the other kind of... Okay, I'm not going to go there. Anywho, so I'm going to have those random things for people who like those random things. I'm going to start up just an unedited vlog. Yes, another vlogger, but you know what? I have so many journals. And this, a video journal, it works. It works for me. And for people who like that kind of stuff, well then, you get to get a little insider. Do what you will with that information, which I'm going to probably regret saying that, but this is me, unedited. No Vogue makeup, no nothing. Just me in a nutshell. So, look for more of this. I have new channel art that's coming on, and I'm waiting for that to get done. Just started working out the main setup and connection with a talented person. And I can't wait. I'm excited. Excited. And so anything to, help out another person in the horror community. And so, yeah, man, Productions, thank you. And I can't wait. So we have that rolling along. And I will also be uploading some random stuff. Got some paranormal gear that I'm starting to upgrade, and wouldn't mind going to a few different places and being able to either live stream or be able to at least get you guys a video if you like that kind of stuff. Because I'm not just a horror honey. See what I did there? Shout out to you, horror honeys. Stay tuned. But I like the paranormal. I like freaky, scary, unexplained stuff. I like weird stuff. I'm weird. Sorry. You'll see that firsthand. So, I'm going to have a little bit of that. Thinking about maybe possibly doing up a second channel that I'd be able to put down some of my poetry and short stories. Kind of keep that separate from this channel because this is more of a interactive type channel. I will be working also with dream interpretations, and I have ideas. So, I know you have dreams. And I know they're pretty funky because Lord knows I have funky dreams. But those funky dreams, they all are very highly significant. What you think might be one thing, but your mind is trying to tell you something completely different. It's not always cut and dry. Can you use that towards your health and well-being? You betcha. Our minds are full. And the amount of information that we picked up during the day is phenomenal. Subliminal messaging. There's a reason why they're not allowed in certain commercials, especially when it comes to media. But it's still used in magazines. If you didn't know, now you do. For the ones that already knew, you're smarter than I am. It's all good. But to be able to use that subconscious, because we pick it up all the time when we lay down to go to sleep. We start dripping, 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 dripping. Information leaking into our brains. We start to defrag. When we roll into our REM state, our brains defrag and start flipping through all the little bits and pieces of all the information that we have gathered throughout the day. And, well, miscellaneous files. You got something going on, whether it be personal, at work, at home, with a loved one, with yourself. Well, your mind tries to take those little bits and pieces and then takes your main issues just like that. And tries to make a story. Your dreams might get a little weird. That's where I come in. So, the brave people, when I get things set up, I would like to discuss certain dream interpretations for the brave ones who wouldn't mind going on possibly a live stream for a live reading. And that's a no holds barred, because you don't know how personal it's going to get, because obviously your dreams are very personal. Very personal. But it can be very beneficial. But you gotta know that there's going to be certain things that will come up that your brain is going to betray you. Yeah. Reminds me of the time that I had that dream about the pink rubber mouse. Wow. Yeah, a pink rubber mouse. Story time. All right. So, this was a dream that I had a really long time ago. And what my dream was about was I was in this house, and I remember going to the front door, and I opened the door, and down the pathway, oh, lordy, 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 I can't believe I'm putting this out on there. Okay, so I look down the sidewalk, and I see this pink rubber mouse, okay? And it's alive, and it's charging straight up the sidewalk to my front door. And I don't like this pink rubber mouse. I can't stand this pink rubber mouse. This rubber mouse has got to go. It is not coming into my house. No. I slammed the door. Wow. That was fruitful, because the moment that I slammed the door is when the pink rubber mouse decides to get caught in the door jamb. Oh my God. I remember there was this horrible stench that came from this pink rubber mouse. It smelled like burnt rubber, like a sulfuric burnt rubber. Bad, bad, bad. Even in real life, that's a bad. So I'm like, no. I grab it and I throw it and I go to slam the door. That thing is hauling ass up again. And the moment that I slam the door, bam, back in the door jamb. I repeat this, I don't know how many times, grabbing this mouse, throwing it back out, trying to slam the door before it comes back in. Unavail, it gets caught every single time. And I'm getting to the point that I'm getting so angry at this mouse that I pick it up and I try to bite its head off. Okay, Bansheeba, that's, dude, that's messed up. That's seriously messed up. I mean, really? You weren't sick something. You're sick. You be sick, man. That's just weird. That's messed up. Nobody has dreams like that. Well, yeah, you do. Some of you remember, some of you don't. Some of you dream in black and white, some of you dream in color. Now, after biting the head, that's when I really got that whiff of that burnt rubber smell. Couldn't bite it, couldn't get rid of it. It squirmed. This thing ain't alive, but it's alive. How can a pink rubber mouse be alive? It cannot, but it is. I throw it back out. And didn't take long after that when I woke up, because I'm thinking about this. And I'm looking up, I'm like, what in God's name was that? Okay. That's messed up. And it was when I was younger. Well, I started getting into dream interpretations roughly about 10 years ago. No, actually, it's been longer than that, I suppose. Yeah, because I've been married 18 years, separated for 3 almost now. By the end of this month, it'll be 3 years. And it was my mother-in-law that got me started from Iceland. And it's a treasure trove. And I'm going to explain this to you about the pink rubber mouse. Because though it happened many years ago, I still remember details. Now, the house, significant. The front door, significant. The pink rubber mouse, extremely significant. My actions and my feelings, very significant. Let's break it down. Okay, so the house. It was my house, but not my house. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, okay. So that is an embodiment of me. This is me, my house. Vehicles are significant, especially when it's you driving or whether it's somebody else driving, but that's a completely different thing. It has to do with you and your psyche. And so, my house, my space, my body. This is me. Me in a nutshell. Okay. That pink rubber mouse. Number one. A mouse is an animal that is very significant in dreams. A mouse is portrayed as a pet peeve. Little mice getting in there, they just minding their own business, but they wiggle into your world, and they get in there, and they get into things that they shouldn't get into, and they're doing things they shouldn't get into. What better way to show than a mouse? Pet peeves. A mouse represents pet peeves. Now the color, it's pink. Okay, so if you look at the color pink, because it's a combination of two different colors, it is a combination of white and it's also a combination of red. Now the way the dream interpretation covers it, pink is a immature color of red. We think of babies. Yes, pink babies. Pink babies. Baby, baby, pink. It is considered to be an angry type with red. You get more agitation, dislike, anger. Pink is a more immature rendition of red. So it's an annoyance. It's a pink rubber mouse, a pet peeve. Now, this pet peeve represents something, an aspect of me. A pet peeve of mine. And it has to do everything to entering into my house via front door. It's a one-way ticket. That's an aspect of me, of my life, and something that is a pet peeve to me that is considered to be a very immature attribute that I don't like about myself, that it bothers me to the point that I'm trying to get rid of it, but I can't put my finger on what it is. But knowing the information that I know now, that this particular whatever situation, the feeling at the time, that or the behavior, because animals alone, they represent behavioral type representation or symbolic in your dreams. So that is kind of your basic animalistic whatevers, depending on what it is that is being represented. It is a part of you. Now, there are other times that you can dream about a pet or something like that. We'll get more into that, but just sticking with my dream. And so this pink rubber mouse is an aspect of me that I don't like because I find it very immature and I want it gone. And no matter how bad I want to get rid of it, it keeps coming back. And I just can't seem to get a grasp on keeping it under control. It's something that I feel is wrong with me at that particular time. Now, is that the case now? Well, I'm sure there's probably another one, but my mind hasn't exactly... Now, watch, I'll probably have the pink rubber mouse. I'll get back to you if I do. But that little bit of information and everything that goes on, and the behaviors, and the very weird and twisted way that our brains decide to drip this information into your psyche and combined it with your feelings about yourself and what you are trying to accomplish as far as your own well-being, yourself, your subconscious, your mind, your body, your emotions, to keep them all as one. So even though that's a messed up dream. That is just stupid. Who dreams stuff like that? Like I said, we all do. That little dream that was that messed up had a ton of information that I could use for myself to be able to better myself as far as my behavior, my emotional well-being. From that one small little dreamlet, I gathered that much. And believe me, that's a heavy hitter. That is a really heavy hitter when it comes to emotional, trying to better yourself. For better mental health. It's amazing. And there's so many other dreams that I can share and break down to show the depth as far as how far you can go with it. And this is one of the things that I really want to touch with my subs. And thank you, subs. You guys are amazing. You really are. And I'm so glad that you guys have been patient and hanging out for as long as you have. I promise you, this content is for you guys. And hopefully you enjoy it. Because it's going to be a hodgepodge. But, I offer my services to you. And as soon as I can get things up and running with the channel, I will be taking submissions. I think that it might be a good idea. And what I would like to do is to have at least once in a while have a raw, personal dream interpretation live stream where somebody will be my victim and go into it completely blind with a very personal dream and is willing, no matter what the outcome is and what personal information comes out of that dream, keep that in mind, people, is willing to put that out there in full trust and honesty for your viewing pleasure. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that an evil laugh? No, I wasn't going evil. But anywho, so that's what I'm going to be doing here, along with little personal vlogs here and there. And I would like to keep them unedited if I can. Like I said, I am like third eye. I'm a mystic. See that? I'm showing my third eye, guys. Third eye. I can see into your souls. Control, control, Bansheeba, control. Control. Breathe. Okay, so that just gives you a little sample of what I've got coming up. 2020 is going to be great. Now, before I wrap this up, I just want to give some shout outs. Like I said, thank you. Thank you. My subs are so wickedly awesome. By God, people go down, check out their channels and stuff like that. There's some awesome people out there, and it's got awesome content from all over, different subjects, you name it. Yes, yes. Now, I've got 2 shout outs for this. I want to shout out, obviously, Zombified. Love you guys, Stereo Dread, and the Z Horde, of course. This is my fam. That's my fam. Horror community. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Horror community. Right here. You guys are supportive. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I'm gonna mash potatoes on you. Mwah, mwah. Keeping it weird. My last shout out, Jake Monroe. See this shirt? See that? See that? This is what, yeah. See? Don't look at my nose. Don't look at my nose. I saw you. You try to look up my nose. Don't. Anywho, Wet with Attitude, baby. Check out his channel. He's awesome. He's another vlogger. I've got mad respect for him. He has done so much. Wow. And he is just blown up. So, for the ones that know, oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He deserves everything that he's got. He deserves it all. Thanks, Jake. You're awesome. But this is where that shirt came from. Jake Monroe, check him out. Zombified. Love you. Love you. Working. I can't wait for the show. On that note, like, share, subscribe. Content coming. On that note, once again, stay safe, guys. Remember, it's just your imagination.